Yeah, hello and welcome to this video playing Shahist A for the third time. I can try to transpose to that Slav exchange, yeah, that works quite often wonders. Yeah, did he really realize that this is a pawn sack? Probably not, but it's not clear that this is just a pawn, okay? So he did realize. Yeah, I don't quite believe that this can be enough compensation for black. But how do we play this? He has this knight e4, knight g4 idea. Maybe it's I have a hard time to develop the c1 bishop, so maybe I have to go for this rather modest looking setup. But it should be possible to get the pieces out anyway. So here b3, it has a bit of compensation. Yeah, maybe my move order wasn't that great. Generally speaking, bishop b2, knight d2, c4 is my idea. But he has knight e4. That is definitely black's idea. Yeah. Anyway, there is not a real... I don't really have anything else. So let's do this. And c4 next. Yeah, that should be the way to go. If I go c4 here, I lose a bit of time, but I need to get this. Okay. Need to get the b2 bishop traded. Yeah, this looks very natural. Let's get this out of the c file. That is a good move, actually. He has some compensation due to that weakened square on c3. If the pawn would be on b2 here, like here, then I would have, I don't think, I would have a fairly clear extra pawn. Even that, but here the knight coming to c3 is a problem. Okay. I'm going for this development. The reason is I want after knight c3, I cannot even do that. I wanted to go rook e1 and then rook c1, like knight c3, rook e1, he goes here, I go here, and then this next, but that would blunder a2. That's a surprise. I thought playing knight c3 was mandatory. Okay. More or less mandatory to get something going at all. Okay. Now, how do we do that? Does he threaten anything? I don't think so. So I can improve my position a little bit, getting the king closer. Don't see a threat here. Maybe rook c2 could be an idea, double on the c file. But this is not a bad move. I think I'm covering e2. In case of a future knight c3, under whatever circumstances, this is useful. Yeah, he wants to go d4, it seems. Yeah, so this is a moment where it makes sense to have the king here, so that knight c3 is not coming with the tempo. If I now capture, or I can actually go here immediately. e5 is hanging twice, is attacked twice, and I don't see how he covers it. Yeah, he doesn't. Now, is he threatening? Anything in particular? Rook d2, no, covered. Okay. Knight d2. I can probably just play king e1. Okay. Yeah, knight should go to d4, simply to plug the d file. Knight d6, I go knight d4. I simply return the pawn. Don't really mind to return this. You can have that. The knight on d4 is just tying my whole position together. And next is coming rook c2, and doubling here. It's he has pinned himself with the rook on c5 and the bishop on c4. Okay, now is there a way to immediately end the game here? This one maybe, and then knight a5. Looks good. I mean, if he moves the rook, he can actually go to b5. That's stupid. Then I've got e4 check. It took me a while to spot that, but it's strong. I'm just winning the bishop. Knight d4 was quite good as well, yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't know. He definitely had a good game there at some point. I'm not sure if I was in trouble or. I mean, okay, let's go from the very beginning. Yeah, I don't quite believe that this is good, you know. I mean, okay, the engine just gives e4 and says I'm clearly better. That's actually very true. Yeah, you can also just grab the center and claim that this is just not a good opening, which is, yeah, that's very much true. I get a full center and black has just problems. Anyway, okay, I was greedy here and grabbed the pawn. So this is how we sacrificed it. And maybe now I should somehow improve. I mean, the way it turned out, it wasn't so bad for him. Maybe e3 is too passive. The engine wants to go knight bd2 and then maybe e4 at the right moment. That's quite a fascinating suggestion, e4. Why is that good? Just this one. Yeah. Hey, it's nothing special, but it's not bad. Okay, I went e3 and I played it quite conservatively. But yeah, black has some compensation. It's just quite. It's just the case. Okay, the engine is just firmly giving me +1. Maybe queen b2, yeah, wasn't great. The engine now wants to go knight bd2 and is quite, yeah, that's actually really better, yeah. This way he never gets to c3. Yeah, for example, in a position like that, it's just really just a pawn. I mean, he never gets to c3. So this wasn't the most precise. The engine still thinks I'm better. So maybe I was too concerned there. Yeah, and now I'm winning. Yeah, maybe I was too concerned. I'm always a little bit wary if they get active play. Yeah, here I'm happy, as I mentioned, to return the pawn. I mean, I don't necessarily need to do that, but if I get the knight to d4, this is just like a rock. Yeah, it plugs the d file. It is safely covered, and the best that you can do is win on c4, win the pawn back, and I don't really mind that. As we see in the game, this kind of situation is just very comfortable. That knight is very stable, and he's in a self-pin. I think the next moves, yeah, here make it a lot easier for me. Yeah, knight b3 I think is good. Yeah, he probably, yeah, I don't really know what he should do, to be honest. I mean, rook b5 didn't work. The problem is that this is a lost ending. Now we get to a king and pawn ending with white being a pawn up. That is a win. And yeah, what else is there? If he goes here, I have knight a5. I mean this and knight a5. And if you go to c7, it's essentially, it's not the same. That's wrong, but I just think he cannot avoid the king and pawn ending, which should be a win. Maybe it's actually, I mean, I'm not totally certain if he gets to c4 if the king and pawn ending is a win. Black's very active there. I would probably, maybe it's better to insert this first and only then go here. Oh, that blunders a2. That would have been embarrassing. Yeah, okay, it's not necessary. I can always play it in a slow way. I don't need to rush things. Yeah, okay guys, thanks for watching.